Most people think that tubeless is very complicated and hard to set up, but if your wheels are already set up for it, it is actually super easy. So in today's video, I am going to show you how to convert your tubeless ready tires to tubeless. So for this task, you're going to need your tubeless ready tire. You can tell because it says tubeless ready right there. And your tubeless ready rim. It'll typically say on the bike if it's tubeless ready. Some shop towels, tubeless sealant, tire levers, and then an air compressor or air inflator. All these things will be linked in the video description down below so you can easily pick them up for yourself. So the first step that I'm going to do is I'm going to unfold my new tire. I am switching to this tire because my old one is worn out. If you're just switching to tubeless, this is definitely not a step that you need to do because if your tire is already tubeless ready. But if it's not and your rim is already tubeless ready, you're going to need to do this step. So all you have to do is unfold this tire so that way it looks like a tire, not just a flat tire. Like this. You just try and get it into the tire shape. Now we're just going to set it on the ground while we get the rest of the wheel ready for the tubeless install. So now we are going to take the old tire off so that way we can get to the tube inside. So just let out any remaining air. So now you're just going to take your tire levers and then get them onto the bead of the tire. Push forward. Pull all the way around. Just like that. And then we're going to unscrew this little nut on the tube. This is what keeps the valve on the tube pulled down. You just pull it out and pull this tube out. So you'll want to make sure that your rim is taped so that way the sealant will hold, and this one is taped, and if it's tubeless ready it should be already taped. So now you want your tubeless valves. Since your rim does not have a valve right now, you just put it in like this. Then you just screw the lock ring on, so that way it stays in place. And then there's a debate on the internet about how tight you're supposed to do these, but I find finger tight works well. And then since I am just switching tires, I'm going to go ahead and clean my rim up real quick. There we go. So now you need your new tire or your tubeless ready tire, and then you're just going to line up the logo with the valve and then put your tire in. It can be a little tricky sometimes, but you're trying to get it into the center channel of the rim right here, because that is the smallest diameter of the rim. These new tires can definitely be hard because they just want to fold back up. Also make sure that your tread's going the right way, because the worst thing you can do is get a tire on and then realize it's on the wrong way, especially if it took you a while to get it on there. So the easy trick to do that is you've got your cassette right here on the right and then the drive side on the left, and that is how you ride a bike. So you just want to follow the path of the tire, and you know that we'll be going forward here. Sometimes there's a direction arrow, but on here it's real clear to see on the tread. Points forward. With these Bontrager rims, it can definitely be a little bit harder because they don't use rim tape, they use like some plastic thing. And that makes it much harder to get the tire on. Just work your tire on. It can be a little tricky. You can grab a tire lever if you need to and just put the hook part on the rim. There we go. Got the first side on. So now we're going to do the same with the second side. Just start by the valve. So now before I put any sealant in, I'm going to try to blow it up dry and see if that works. So now you need an air compressor and one of these little guys. It is a press to Schrader adapter if you don't have a press to air compressor. So you just screw it on and then grab your air compressor. So now you're going to blow up your tire, not physically blow it up, just blow it up so that it seats on the rim. So for some reason, I always have a hard time getting Victoria tires to seat, but they were also my only new tires that I've ever seated before. So you can use a ratchet strap. This is definitely a handy little trick to have in your bag of skills when it comes to tubeless tires. So all you do is you let all, if not most, of the air out. It'd be a little hard to get on there with just your own two hands, so it may be helpful to have a friend help you. But you just roll it up, try to get it in the center of the tire, pull it snug. Make sure it's in the center, and then ratchet it down. Then you just blow it up like you normally would. There we go, now the tire is seated on the rim. And now you probably know why people give tubeless tires so much hate. It's because sometimes it can be like that. I don't know if it's Victoria tires or if it's just new tires. These are the only new tires I've ever used. Typically they come new on my bike, and I hit corners, do jumps, and all that kind of stuff before I ever need to seat them again, so that can loosen up the bead a little bit. Yeah, that was something. I did almost get hit in the face too with a ratchet. But, yep. Now we're going to add some sealant. So now you got to take all the air back out. This time it should be seated on the rim, so you shouldn't have to go through that again. So you need to take your valve core out. Normally it's not that hard to seat a tubeless tire. That one was just particularly stubborn for some reason. So now this is a little bit of a hack. Since you've got it seated, you can either get a tubeless tire sealant injector, or you can use a brake bleeding syringe and a bowl. So all you need to do is shake up your sealant real good. Then you put about 3.5 ounces in. You can just eyeball it. If you've never done it before, there's measurements on the sealant jugs most of the time. Should be good. This is a new tire, so I'm going to put a little bit of extra sealant in it, just so that it can seal up all the stuff in the tire that might not have been sealed otherwise. So then you just take your brake bleeding syringe and then you just fill it up with the sealant. Then you just take it and you put it onto the valve, then just push it in. This is a very mess-free way to do it. So now you want to make sure that you can clean this really good and then fill it up with water for a few days, so that way all the sealant kind of dissolves in there, and then rinse it multiple times after that, so that way it doesn't dry in there and then you can't use it anymore. And then make sure that you do make sure that is clean of all mineral oil or dot fluid. I don't know if I would do this if it was a dot fluid one, but this one is mineral oil, and that is my brakes since I run Shimano. So that is what I use, and it can be kind of handy sometimes. So now you're just going to put your valve core back in, clean up any sealant if you spilled any. You just put your valve core back in, screw it down nice and snug. There we go. Then we're going to put the adapter back on. If you're enjoying this video so far, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button and then subscribe while you're down there. I really appreciate it. Now I'm just going to screw the adapter back on and then blow it up to your desired PSI. Since the tire's already seated, we don't need to seat it again. So now you want to just shake your tire all around, get the sealant everywhere. If you had any leaks, this should solve it, especially if they were small. And there we go. And that is how you take a tubeless ready tire and change it into a tubeless tire. It's pretty easy once you know how to do it. And then the tubeless tires I find on a mountain bike is definitely worth all the effort that it takes to convert to tubeless. It can save you a lot of punctures out on the trail. Go and check out this video right here where I break down the maintenance tests I make sure I do before every single ride. I'll see you over there.